essential idea of someone who is creatively and emotionally blocked, who encounters another person who changes their life, was in there. And that's how I started with that seed. Yeah.
So you said that our heart beats for independent film. My heart beats for film. And the more types of them, the better. I think sometimes we think about these things as isolated from each other. But right now, I think the way we're all participating in films and the way we all kind of are unsure as to what the future of audience culture is, I think it's important to love all types of films and show up in person at the movie theater for all the types of films that we can if this art form is to continue. So I hope you don't mind me clarifying that point. Thank you so much.
And I second that.
It's a little difficult to talk about because a lot of people who will be reading this haven't seen it yet. So all I can say is it's radical the way I love films to be, because it's radical to its very loving heart.
So choices, at least for me personally, they have so much to do with where you are in your own life. And creatively, non-creatively. And this, Rebecca brought this to me at like the perfect point in my life. Is exactly sort of what I needed, this character and this world. Because we're all sort of, actors sit around sort of waiting for the jobs to come, and we don't create, we can't, we need each other. Writers can write, painters can paint, musicians can play all by themselves and create beautiful works of art. Actors really don't have that ability, so we sort of, we have to wait around a little bit or create our own things, collaborate on our own things. You either wait for inspiration or you seek it out, and I intend to keep seeking it out.
All I can say is I think it's a testament to the strength of Rebecca as a storyteller and this brilliant cast that I am so lucky to be in the company of. No, I love the movie, and I saw the movie, and I'm a cinemaholic as well. And people ask me, when you go to the movies, do you see all like the little things? And I say, I actually am much nicer now, because I'm like, even if a scene doesn't work and you know it, you're like, oh, everybody woke up so early that day. Like, it's so hard. It's physically hard to make movies. I know I shouldn't say that. There's much more difficult things in the world, but it's a group of people coming together under the banner of hope and art, hopefully. And anyway, it's a process to make it, and I didn't think about the process while I was watching it. I was so in love with everybody, and I was so rooting for everybody I saw on screen, even myself, and that is rare.
I was just wondering about your feelings about the Ukrainian president joining the ceremony where your film will go out into the world.
I'm hoping that this film is a kind of ambassador of goodwill across many nations and from our nation. I do sometimes think about filmmaking being a kind of patriotic act to show different aspects of our country, which I think is really important, especially because of the status of the United States. I think that to show different faces of our culture and how we think is important. And so it's a great honor to be and have anything to do with him, because he's obviously a hero at this point. But I also think that one of the ways in which we can perhaps have a more peaceful world is by having our art talk to each other across the nations.
I think Rebecca just put it so beautifully, and the only thing I would add is I just want to express my gratitude to the film festival for including a hero of our times and for giving us all the opportunity to amplify the message of Ukraine, which is the almost universal desire for peace.